Good morning children. In this video we will start with chapter 4 pollination. Children, in this chapter we will learn about parts of a flower, the process of pollination and ways of pollination. Okay, so let's start. We have already learned about the different parts of a flower and their functions in the previous classes. Flowers are the colorful part of a plant. Children, flowers are also known as bloom or blossom, are the most beautiful and colorful part of a plant. Okay? They are found in different sizes. They develop from the buds on the stem. You also must have seen flowers of all sizes, yes? And how do they develop? They develop from the buds on the stem. Flowers form fruits and the fruits have seeds. The seeds, when sown, germinate into new plants. Therefore, flowers are important in the reproduction of a plant. Now, what is reproduction? Children, the process of producing new individuals from its parents is called reproduction. Plants reproduction is the process by which plants reproduce new individuals or offspring. Okay? Now see, this is the structure of a flower. A flower has 4 parts arranged in whorls. So a flower has 4 main parts, okay, which is gynoecium, androecium, corolla and calyx. Okay? So these are the 4 main parts, okay, of a flower. First one is calyx. Also see, now calyx, it is the outermost green colored whorl of the flower. So the calyx is the outermost green colored whorl of the flower. So this is the calyx. Can you see this? The green colored whorl. Okay, so this is called the calyx. It is made up of sepals. What is it made up of? It is made up of sepals, which look like separate leaves or are joined together at the bottom. See, it is joined here together at the bottom. Okay. In the early stages of development, the calyx protects the bud. Now, what is a bud? Bud is the elementary stage of a leaf or a flower, and the calyx protects the bud. Bud is the one which may further develop into a flower, and the calyx protects that. Okay. Now see, the next is corolla. The second whorl of a flower is the corolla. The corolla is the second whorl of the flower. It is made up of brightly colored petals. The petals protect the inner parts of the flower. They also attract insects for pollination. See, the corolla is the colored part. Okay, can you see here? It is written corolla here, and it is the colored part. The brightly colored part is the corolla, okay, of a flower. And what does it do? It attracts the insects for pollination, because insects also feel attracted to something colorful, right? So the colorful petals of a flower attract insects for pollination. Now, androecium. The third whorl is made up of stamens. Each stamen has a thick stalk called the filament. Okay, so see, this is the androecium And can you see the thin stalks here? Can you see these stalks? Okay, this is the filament. Okay, and the lobe structure is called the anther, and this is the anther. Okay, so endometrium has two parts. The first one is the stalk part, which is called the filament, and this part, okay, the lobe structure is called the anther. Okay, the anther has powdery pollen grains on it. The stamens are collectively called the endometrium, which is the male reproductive part of a flower. So which is the male reproductive part of a flower? The endometrium is the male reproductive part of a flower. Okay. Gynoecium. The fourth whorl and the innermost is called the gynoecium, the female reproductive part of a flower. So gynoecium is the fourth and the innermost whorl of a flower, and it is the female reproductive part of a flower. Okay. The carpels of a flower are collectively called gynoecium. The gynoecium may have one or many pistils. The pistil has three parts. So how many parts does the pistil have? It has three parts. The extended stalk called the style. So in this diagram, can you see this stalk, the extended stalk? This is called the style. Okay. The sticky top called the stigma. This is the sticky top, okay, which is called the stigma, and the swollen part at the bottom called the ovary, and this is the ovary. The ovary turns into a fruit with seeds. Okay, this is the ovary which turns into a fruit with seeds. Okay, children. Now coming to the next heading, which is bisexual and monosexual flowers. Flowers that have both stamens and pistil are called bisexual flowers. Okay, so bisexual flowers have both stamens and pistil. Some example of bisexual flowers are hibiscus and wild rose. Flowers that have either the stamen or the pistil, like any one of them, either the stamen or the pistil, are called monosexual flowers. Some examples of monosexual flowers are that of the watermelon and cucumber plants. Now we come to the next heading, which is functions of a flower. Okay, you have already learnt the main function of a flower is to produce fruits and seeds. Okay, see, the most important function of a flower is reproduction. Okay, they help in the union of male and female gametes. Flowers provide nectar to certain birds and insects, which in turn help in the transfer of pollen from one flower to the other. Okay, because of which a new plant of the same kind comes out of the seed when it germinates. Okay, children. Now we come to our next heading, okay, which is pollination. Now what is pollination? Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of a flower to the stigma of the same or a different flower. Okay, pollination is required for the formation of fruits and seeds. Children, pollination is the process in which the pollens are transferred from the anther to the stigma. The goal of every living organism, including plants, is to create offspring for the next generation. Okay, and flowers are the tools that plants use to make their seeds. Okay, now pollination is of two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. Okay, now what is self-pollination? When pollination occurs within the same flower or another flower of the same plant, it is called self-pollination. When pollination occurs within the same flower or another flower of the same plant, it is called self-pollination. Okay, and cross-pollination, what is it? Pollination occurring between two flowers on different plants but of the same species is called cross-pollination. So cross-pollination is when the species is the same but between two flowers on different plants. Okay. Now the next heading is agents of pollination. Wind, water, insects, animals and birds help in carrying pollens from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower. Therefore, they are called the agents of pollination. Okay. So, see, now first is pollination by insects. Pollination by insects, how does that happen? When insects like birds and butterflies sit on flowers to collect nectar, some pollen grains get stuck to their wings and legs. As they move from flower to flower, they carry and deposit pollens from flower to another flower, from one flower to another flower, and this is how they help in pollination. Okay. Now pollination by birds and animals. Some small animals and birds, like example is hummingbird, okay, get food and nectar respectively from flowers. They come in contact with the pollen and carry them on their bodies from flower to flower, and this is how they help in pollination. Okay. Pollination by wind. Field plants like maize, paddy, dandelion are pollinated by the wind, which acts as a carrier of pollens. As you can see in this picture, when the wind blows, it carries away pollen grains with itself, and this is how wind helps in pollination. Okay. Pollination by water. For aquatic plants like hydrilla, the agent of pollination is often water. Now children, water can also work as a mode of transporting the pollen grains. Imagine a plant nearby a water body and some of its pollen grain drop in water, and the pollen grains that were dropped in water are carried out by the waves, water waves, to certain places. So there is a possibility that some of the pollen grains reach at a point where there are suitable conditions for it to grow. Thus, water helps as a way of transporting these pollen grains. Okay. I hope this video will help you. Thank you, and may God bless you.